Peace, my family, and brown back to all. Those coming out of that good cocoon for the first time, welcome. This your girl, the butterfly. We about to take off. Let's fly. Just want to send you all the good healing energy your way. Peace, love, happiness, harmony, and abundance. Hope you guys are out there keeping your mind right in that good nine mind. How y'all feeling? Hope you guys most definitely moving on up in your higher nature family, and most definitely cleansing, because if you don't know, now you know. Oh yes, we must cleansing your lower nature. Came here today to share. This is a great book of the living family, the Holy Tablets. This right here will certainly help you on this good journey, help you piece everything together. You know what I mean? Help you to learn, help you to grow, help you to expand your mind. Alright, so let's get to it. This is chapter 2. This is called The Chosen Physician. Let's get to it. It reads, Lo, the time had to come for the special breeding of Cadman, the Atom Project. Who you know as Adam, right? Whose real name is Cadman, and his mate Nukebal, who you know as Eve, or Hawa, were to be put in an habitat for the special enclosed garden of delight located in Eden, what is now called Bali. Bali is now a province of Indonesia, which is east of Java, where the bones of Java man were discovered. The remains of Java man, the first known fossils of the extinct species, the Homo erectus, right, were discovered in 1891 through 1993, okay, by a young Dutch anthropologist, Eugene Dubois, a bank of the Solo River at the Tanja, Java. The Dubois named his creature Pithecanthropus erectus, meaning erect ape man. This name was later changed to a Homo erectus. The newly formed beings Cadman and Nukeba were to be specially breeded out of this tribe of ape men called the Homo erectus, which was to be in the image and after the likeness of the Elohim, the Anunnaki, to be like them and act like them. The Most High Anu, the Heavenly One, commanded the Anunnaki Azrael to build the foundation of a special habitat, an enclosed garden, and the Anunnaki Ashna, also called the Hitzkuk, was to do the planting of the special enclosed garden called Eden, located in Bali, and there he was to place the newly formed beings Cadman and Nukeba. The task of breeding the Homo erectus, or the upright man, to an upgraded level, right, caused much errors and mistakes, which led into all types of diseases that you know, or that you know now, or now have today. So the wise scientists, Enki, decided to hold a council with the Anunnaki, and this time in the presence of Anu, to ask his permission in making of man into their image and after their likeness. And this Anu, the Most High, agreed. This project became the Adam Project. He, Enki, chose out of the temple of Il-Shara in the lower world one of their deities named Nergal, who was also his beloved son Shara-Istashur, his beloved son. For this special breeding of Cadman and Kaba, Nergal was the greatest of chemists, or Magad, from the forbidden land of the many wanderers, the homeless, the land of Nod, or Sub-Nod, in Caleb, a province of the city of Uruk, or Uruk, or Uruk, the curse, that wicked place. Nerishtagal and Nerishtagal, the Cushite, was the wife of Nergal, the chemist. That's the reason why he lived in that evil land, the land of Kuthites. Nerishtagal was the daughter of Naya Nanner, half Nashma and half sister of Ishtar. Her mother, Nina Nashma, was from the Aksasis, the species, a half snake, half Hindu race or tribe. Her symbol was the Kundalini. So let me repeat this one more time. Nerishtagal, the Kuthite, was the wife of Nergal, the chemist. That's why he lived in that evil land, the land of Kuthites. Nerishtagal was the daughter of Naya Nanner, half sister of Ishtar. Her mother, Nina Nashma, was from the Rakhasis, the species, a half snake and half Hindu tribe. Her symbol was the Kundalini. The first thing the chemists had to do was select the right place, right? So they chose the center of the planet Earth. It was very novel, known then as Lamar of old, right between the two salt rivers and the two clear rivers. It later became as Bacon, where they both, Cadman and Hilam, Eve, also called Zychar, and even Adam and Kaba cried, right? It was later named Mecca in Central Asia, called Arabia today, land of the wanderers, Arabs, where the idol worshippers gathered to worship a meteorite from Orion given to them by El Lagdra Bel As, and he was a sorcerer who brought it from Syria, where it had crashed down, and it was believed to be a sign from their identity Bel, or Bella Hadad, and he had marched it into Rome. The Romans called it the Holy Stone, and the Muslims called it the Black Stone. This enclosed Garden of the Light was Eden. It was to be the birthplace of this new tribe of Anamites. The Anamites are those of the dust of the ground, or this planet Earth, which merely means ground. The Anunnaki, who are called by Kadmon, the Elohim, were those selected to create this race of beings in their own image and after their own likeness. The agreement was complete with the divine confirmation. Exist, and into existence things came. First, they had created your sun, right, which is also a star. And this planet was to be their temporary home. All of this was planned by extraterrestrials. It was an extraterrestrial plan, or simply planet, ET, plan, or break it, plan, ET, planet, plan, ET, right? The moon, Sheshakun, was to rotate around the planet and many stars also, right? Once everything was prepared and seen again, the elder scientists, the Anunnaki Mizorax, knew that they needed 7 periods of 7,000 years to complete this reformation and transformation from genus Homo ape-like mortal beings, right, to immortal beings, right, the Homo sapiens, the dentity-like. While the agreeable Anunnaki extraterrestrials planned a plan, the evil one and his own son, Halo, or Samuel, also known as Nakash and Shaitan, planned his plan. And the serpent people, the Luciferians, being mixed with Meldakians and reptilians, but the Draco are more like a snake than any other of them, right? However, the agreeable Anunnaki's plan was the best of plans. So the ruler of Anqul, the negative Anunnaki, called Shekar, Prince of Cherubs, who is also known as Iblis, and Tarnish, who is a reptilian from Meldak, also called Welcome, and he is of the Luciferians, those who breed with frogs, who were beings of the sea that landed here 450,000 years ago. He lived on and waited his chance for vengeance for being cast out from his orbit by Nibiru. 24 billion, also million years ago, when his seed was wounded and for the kidnapping of his son Halo, also known as Samuel or Nakash, by the Anunnaki when they tried to reform him, right? One moment. In order to try to reform him, or in order to try to reform Nakash, reverse breeding needed to be done, which the Anunnaki found out it could not be done. While on the other hand, Enki also waited with Nakash for vengeance, for being cast out of rulership of the planet Earth in favor of his younger brother Enlil, known as Numnamir, only 49,000 years ago. So this plan to breed a new being had to be prevented. This breeding was to take place in the land of Nippur, which was originally called Nibiru, meaning the place, meaning the earth place of Nibiru, the sister city to Pradesh, which is Gardish in our language, Nuwapic. And they share the same name, right? It was one of the cities of Gardish in the laboratory built on Earth as a replica of the laboratory that is on the mothership Nibiru. This laboratory is called Sheminti. Alright, so that right there was the end of that tablet. Now, if you are interested in that and you want to see it for yourself, it's on the channel just for you to check it out. Alright, and if you need, help or directions in seeking it out, and send me a comment, I'll be happy to give you what you need, the tools you need, right? The holy tablets. Alright, so I'm gonna leave it at that for now. Alright, again, my family, I want y'all all to know that you are loved beyond this world. Oh yeah, and in it. We're gonna spread that love, family, one to another. Be that peace that you seek. Release our master teacher, Dr. Malachi Zero. Peace, shalom, asher, divine love, family, and wadu, and it's all.